Hello and welcome, I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let us play a game of Hearthstone with a new kind of fun deck that I put together. I was playing Arena the other day and I actually finally got lucky and I got a really cool card. It was a golden Alexstrasza. This thing costs 3,200 arcane dust to craft. It's a really cool thing. So I have two cool dragons now. So I put together a druid deck. It's kind of built around them. So it starts off with just some basic, like, decent units to try to fill out the mid-game or an early game. But I've got two Innervates, two Wild Growths, and two Nourishes, all designed to just power my way up to Ironbark Protectors and Alexstrasza and Ysera. We've also got Sylvanas Windrunner in there just because she's pretty good. And yeah, so let's give it a shot. See how we do. Obviously, we have to play in play mode, although it would be amazing if you could make constructed decks and do an arena thing. Of course, I guess that's totally unnecessary and silly. Never mind. I played this a couple times last night, and I managed to get Ysera out. I think it was on turn 6, and Alexstrasza was out on turn 7 because I had gotten a couple Wild Growths off early and an Innervate. I actually prefer going second when I'm doing this because it works out just a little bit better because then you can use that coin to power her. Or let's see, I think Ysera is a female. I think that Alexstrasza sounds like to me like a female name as well. Not really sure. Unfortunately, nothing we can do here. Greetings, Honka. Watch, now we're going to run into somebody who's got even more legendaries than I do. The problem with this deck is that priests just love it when you play big dragons and things. Of course they do. They're just kind of jerks. Now, I could innervate out a berserker, but every time I get an innervate, I just hold on to it in the hopes that we actually find and get a dragon that we can play on like turn. In this case, it'd be turn 6 because I played a Wild Growth. So I'll have 7 mana on turn 6 plus an Innervate gets me to 9. He played a pretty weak unit. Excellent. We've pulled Ysera already. I'm excited about that. Let's just do this. Let's start working that unit down just to try to get off the field. I'm going to attack it next turn to enrage anyway, but... So yeah, we're looking at a turn 6 Ysera. It'll actually... You know, it'll be when I have 7 mana, but that will be turn 6 because I've got a 2 mana advantage each turn now. Granted, I gave up board position to do that, so you know, Wild Growth is a pretty good card, but it's not really guaranteed to win you a game or anything. I think what we do is we Shattered Sun Cleric this, gives it 4 life, and he can safely attack that unit now to get enraged. Can't actually kill the thing, but we'll work on it, whatever. Just want to play my dragons, that's all I care about. Alternatively, we could have just played a taunt there. Or Sylvanas. But we don't really want to reveal all of our cards, do we? All of our great legendaries. If I ever get enough legendaries to do something like what Total Biscuit did, I'd probably do it in a druid deck, not a warlock. I think powering through with Innervate and just getting more mana would be more valuable. Alright, so next turn we can do Ysera. So ideally we want to protect it. So let's throw out a taunt. Ysera is incredibly strong on her own, but, you know, it's probably usually what happens. It's really sad, actually. Usually it just gets deadly shotted or silenced or mind controlled or, you know, polymorphed. It's just one of those, it's a bullet magnet, but it's still so much fun. We're going to do it anyway. I mean, he's playing Timberwolves and Silverback Patriarchs, and we're going to play a Ysera. I'm actually really happy that Ysera showed up, because sometimes when I think about recording things like this, you know, you play a few example games and you don't even get the cards that you want to show. So it's like, ooh, we're gonna play dragons, and you don't even draft them. All right, what's it gonna be? Oh, we got Alexstrasza. Oh god, now we have to decide which one do we play. Yes. Oh geez, so Ysera has 5 cards that you can potentially draw. Alexstrasza is just a big unit, and we can do 15 damage when we summon it. So, let's see. What am I going to do next turn? I'm probably going to do Windrunner. I'm thinking that we have to do Alexstrasza. And we'll just keep the taunt alive. Just in case he's got a deadly shot. And he could still 50-50 deadly shot that thing. But still, Dragon got 15 damage in. It's pretty good. And now Alexstrasza's going down. She's not going to live very long. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's a big dragon. It's a big girl. I was kind of hoping he'd play 2 more units so I could just do a mind control tech and a Sylvanas Windrunner. But we'll just play them anyway. I find Sylvanas is actually really easy to shut down. You just make sure you don't have any units left, which is a bad position to be in, but then the Death Rattle does nothing. So if you kill Sylvanas with your last unit, you just time it that way, then it's just a 5/5 creature for 5 mana, which is still really good, but you know, just compare that to like a Chillwind Yeti, which is 4 mana for a 4/5. So you're not really getting that much more value out of it. Plus it can be silenced, polymorphed, that kind of thing. The Mind Control tech is actually a pretty good unit, even if you don't get the Battle Cry. You know, 3 mana for a 3/3 is actually quite good, because 3 health is just, it's enough that it can survive quite a bit. Usually it trades pretty well. And can take out a unit or 2. I suppose that's a good sign. Yeah, he's just going to do that. He's just going to shut down Sylvanas by trading both. Most likely. Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. What? Yep. Yep. What are you doing? Okay, but then you give me that unit. Okay. Whatever. Ysera. We got a dragon, and we picked up Nightmare. Not really my favorite spell out of the 5 cards you can get, but still pretty cool. One of the things that's nice about Ysera is that since it does 4 damage, it's right in that middle range against priests where they can't Shadow Word Death it or Shadow Word Pain it. But they can mind control it. So you've got to get it out before turn 8 if you have any hope of using it against a priest. Now Ysera has 5 cards. One of them is a Laughing Sister, which is a 3/5 untargetable unit. You've got the Emerald Drake, which is I think a 7/6 dragon. You've got Nightmare, which just does this. It's like a, it's basically the Warlock's spell, except free, and it's a little bit better. You've got a Pulse, which basically does a 5 damage Hellfire for free. Or I think it's 2 mana. Yeah. So I could just kill him right now. But we're not gonna, because that's just silly. We're gonna kill his units though. Because I want to show off the cards, you know? I mean, what's the point? I could just kill him. I mean, you know. There's the other Nourish. As if we needed more cards. There's the Emerald Drake. Let's check her out. Yeah, it's 4 mana for a 7/6 dragon. Amazing. Just a great, great unit. Of course, it's coming off of a legendary dragon, so, I mean, that's the power of Ysera, is that you get really, really good cards. All of the cards are really good. And then the 5th card, by the way, is just, I think it's just called Dream. It's a 0 mana cost. You can just return any unit to its owner's hand. So they play out a big taunt, and you just dream it away. And continue to power on through the defenses. Or, you know, it doesn't even matter what card you get. They're all good. I mean, just the fact that you can cast a 0 mana +5/+5 on like a 1/1 unit and just make it huge. You can basically power through just about any taunt there is. In fact, I think the only taunt that it couldn't handle would maybe be the Mogashan Warden, if we're talking about a 1/1 unit. Or like an Ironbark Protector. Oh, sad day, sad times. There goes our friend Ysera. I was just hoping to draw some more cards, play with them a bit. I suppose we should try to end this game now. Alright, so we need to do 11 damage. Let's play out... I'm kind of tempted to play out the Drake just to show it. Scary unit. Has no haste, of course, but... Alright, so yeah, pretty cool. I like the dragons. Dragons are fun. So, okay, well thank you for watching everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed my dragons, and I will see you in the next video. See you next time.